Okay, I'm getting ready.
Because mine were getting dry too. I was just like, can we get the booze?
Wow, look how good it looks.
Hello.
Okay, we'll have to cheers. Can you open this, please?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
Should I? I'm gonna begin.
Do you want the ASMR?
Yeah. I don't know why I got closer to the mic. I can hear it in I can hear it in the headphones.
Stupid.
I was like,
sorry, I had to pick up your calf with my face.
I don't want that back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the
intro.
I already love it. Welcome to the very first podcast ever on the channel. My face is already turning so red from laughing so hard. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first podcast for the channel. This has been a work in progress for me for years. I've wanted to start a podcast forever, and I did it. And now I don't want to do anything ever again. Anything else. I'm good to go. This is it. One episode, and then I'm good.
We'll go famous.
We're done. Cheers. Speaking of...
I regret that already. Like, ugh.
Speaking of cheers. Alright. I swear I haven't drank at all today.
I've had 2 sips.
That's on being a lightweight. Alright, anyways... Welcome to the podcast. This is my very, very good friend, Rachael. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I just introduced you, but it's fine. Go ahead. How did we meet? Tell me.
So we met at Smitten, and it was
what
love.
What is Smitten?
Oh, Smitten. You're right.
They don't know what Smitten is. What is a Smitten?
we
were... Oh my gosh. I literally... Watch your profanity.
We met at a coffee shop. I was working. She was working. It was love.
It was smitten.
At first
we were
coffee.
smitten with each other. Okay. Oh. Anyways, Rachael was like my first friend at this coffee shop, and I was like a drink runner, and she's a barista. She was elite, way better than me. And she had really nice skin, and I remember telling her.
Now they're gonna be like, her skinny. Beep.
Oh my gosh. Beep, beep, beep. I remember telling her, I'm like, hey, you have really nice skin. What do you use? And then she's like, what did you say? You made a scrub or something, didn't you?
I was like, oh, I just take the espresso from work, like the used coffee grounds, and just coconut oil.
I thought you were leading into a joke with that, and then I was like, no,
no, like, literally.
This is really good. So she brought me this cider. It's called Strawberry Crate?
Yes.
Hard cider. It's really good. I like it. It doesn't taste like alcohol, which is a bad thing.
Gluten-free. Oh, yeah.
We're both lightweights, too, so this should be a very fun podcast.
2 of these, I'm just like, I'm done.
I mean, I've only had a sip, and I'm good to go.
Pick your own.
Anyways, so we met, 2? How many years has it been? Gosh dang.
What is time?
2, 3 years? Wow.
I was barely, maybe, I don't know, I was probably 21. Right? I don't know.
Whatever.
It's been years.
Whatever. We met a while ago, but very good friend. And what do you tell me about your new entrepreneurship?
Oh, so.
What are you doing nowadays, Rachael?
Now I have left the profession of coffee.
Okay.
To pursue art.
Woo!
My parents are proud.
Y'all better go follow her on... Yeah, I bet you're... I don't know where I'm pointing over here, but right there. You guys go check her out. Oh, this is also a podcast. I should probably verbally say your Instagram.
Erie_peach. That's EERIE_PE. 8.
Did you have to think about it?
I was like, crap, did I mess up somewhere?
Have another drink. So for those of you listening and watching, because we are, oh my gosh, bless you. For those of you listening and watching, I wanted to make this podcast for the channel, my YouTube channel, SheaWhatNow, but we decided to make a podcast and name it That's What Oh my gosh, can you stop sneezing in the middle of my monologue? Okay. The podcast is called That's What Shea Said. Get it? Do you get it?
That's what she said.
If somebody doesn't get that, then they don't need to be watching this.
Get out.
You can't sit with us.
Oh, God. We would say that at Smitten, too. We was, like, super pretentious.
Ew, we were those girls. But we were just joking.
In the dweebiest way. We're like, you can't sit with us.
Nobody even asked to sit with us, and we're like, you can't sit with us. Okay.
Aww.
Well, anyways, so basically this podcast is going to be a combination of multiple things. We may not always be drinking during it, but we probably should. Anyways, so the podcast will be a combination of things. We want to talk about funny things, serious things. We're going to play some podcast games throughout the episodes. Hopefully Rachel will be able to join me as much as possible. She's my official co-host.
We like to BS. No curses. BS a lot.
Oh, so yes. Maybe that's why it's a good thing we don't work together anymore, because I feel like I probably didn't get much work done. Takes a sip. For those of you not watching, when we're quiet, that's us drinking. Maybe we should cheers every time we take a sip.
Oh, there should be like a word.
Bing.
Every time like we accidentally curse.
Beep.
For our one bottle that we have.
That's so sad.
Aww.
That's sad. All right. Well, anyways, let's get into our first topic. So you wanted to talk about middle school?
Do I want to? No. But do we know what to talk about?
No. Absolutely not. First up, did you enjoy middle school?
No.
Why?
But yes and no.
Okay, middle school is a hard time for, I think, everybody, because we're all going through those hormones.
Oh
our bodies are changing.
I had great friends.
That's good.
But they were just like in 100-degree weather wanting to do the fringe bangs.
Oh gosh, yeah. Where we live, it's literally like 110 every day. So yeah, I definitely.
So we try to be really edgy in middle school.
Oh, were you like part of the emo group?
Yeah.
You were.
No, we were seen.
You were seen?
We were seen kids.
What is that? I've never heard that. Seen?
Seen.
Like you just had to be seen?
No. Like, like the scene kids. They're better than emo kids.
Okay. Well, if any of you know what the scene kids type is, let me know.
They're the bracelet beads.
Oh.
Highlighter in the hair to look like raccoon tails.
Oh.
It was bad.
Do you remember those, like, in junior high, they had those, like, feathers that you'd put in your hair? It became a huge thing. I thought I was so rebellious.
I kind of actually would be down for that to come back.
I think they're cute.
Yeah.
I think they're cute. Or the Kool-Aid, dipping the hair in the Kool-Aid. That was.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't do it. I thought that was anything that was a trend. When I was like younger, what?
I
appreciate you announcing that at least. Thank you for keeping it real. Real recognize real here. We're here to be real.
Follow me.
I literally, every time I point to one of my logos on camera, I always do it the opposite. I'm like,
yeah.
Follow me over here. So.
Oh. Pro tip. Just figured this out. Just point on the actual. No, that's wrong.
Yeah, no. Pro tips. Not pro tips. What else in middle school? What were your electives? What did you...
I actually did take choir for a year.
How was that?
Oh, man. I can't remember her name, but she was crazy.
She was director?
Yeah, she was like into
I feel like all junior high...
I liked her.
Because our band director was Cuckoo Bird. Like, major Cuckoo Bird.
I did play the French horn.
Did?
I was actually really freaking good. But then I was just like, cool. That's lame because I was seen. So it's just like,
oh my gosh.
Can't do that anymore. And I was like, oh.
What if you had become like the greatest French horn player in the world if you'd kept at it? Like, but, oh well.
I wouldn't have found art.
That's true, and I'm really glad you did, because I literally brag about your art constantly. You guys need to go check. Oh, I pointed right this time. Go check it out. Go check out her art at Yuri Peach on Instagram.
Well, I could show.
Okay, for those of you watching the video, she's gonna show a picture. She created that design and turned it into a stamp and sells those purses. So go support her and her art. Nice promo. I'm gonna charge you for that, by the way.
It's okay.
Just kidding. Actually, for the beer, that's your free of charge. We're gonna accidentally break these.
What electives did you take?
So I was in band for both years.
Okay, flute.
Everybody thinks that. No, I wasn't they think I was either a flute player or a clarinet player.
Yeah.
No.
Like
I think it's because a lot of blonde. There was a lot of blondes playing
the flutes.
I didn't like it. I wanted big instruments. Like I wanted to play the cello at one time. I just
Dude,
loved the sound of. See, I played the saxophone. I love it.
Did you?
I loved it.
I would have never thought.
But I played the trumpet the longest. I played trumpet both years, and I was in jazz band, and we had to wear these absolutely disgusting. They were like 15 sizes too big for us. I had like an extra large. They were literally dad Hawaiian shirts, and we had to wear those for our jazz band concerts.
That's amazing.
It was really. I appreciate it now because that's funny, but when I was like,
oh my gosh, do you think it was like a joke on you guys?
No, I think it was, yeah, but
she's like,
non-intentional.
These losers.
She's like, I can make them wear whatever I want. But my junior high crush, he was in jazz band, so I joined jazz band to be in it with him.
Did you ever
we ended up dating.
Hook up?
Ew, we were in junior
like that. I
don't know what kind of junior high you went to.
I was
was like 12.
So I was good.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you win. You win the morality.
Our hookups were like going to
going to the library. Oh, going to worship.
Worship, is that what it's called? I don't even remember anymore.
Worship. That makes sense.
No, Mormons are particular. They choose different.
Yeah.
Items.
Actually, he was Mormon. But he wasn't when we were dating. He okay, I don't want to talk about him too much. But
serial Mormon lover.
Okay, so he was like the first boy I was ever in love with. I just absolutely adored him, and he was very like quiet, but he was very smart, and I just adored him. I don't know why.
Because he was holy.
I didn't even know what Mormonism was when I was in junior high. Like I was just like, okay. But I had a crush on him for years and years and years. And then finally, so that was junior high. That was 7th grade. He was an 8th grader. Finally, my junior year of high school, he became my boyfriend. Isn't that sweet? And then he moved away because he graduated early, and we broke up because of long distance. I know. I still think about him sometimes.
Hey, if you see this, she hasn't gotten over you. She's willing to convert.
Willing to convert to Mormonism as I spit out my hard cider.
But
hate it. But no, I hope he's doing well. He's not on any like he kind of disappeared from the face of the earth. So like I don't know.
His name?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say that.
All of your followers will we will find him for you.
He interned for NASA for a little bit. So. Do with that what you will, but
I think you've shown me photos. If I remember correctly.
I don't know.
Blonde hair?
Damn it.
Glasses?
Mm-mm.
No.
That was my first boyfriend.
Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else.
He was a sweetheart too. He might watch this. If you're watching this, hi Brett. He was sweet. I always.
But you're not
Brett.
Mormon, so she's not interested.
He wasn't Mormon, and even
Brett wasn't Mormon.
No. Actually, he was the first boy I had Chick-fil-A with.
Oh, you started Chick-fil-A early. Oh.
I had Chick-fil-A today.
You have it every day.
I know. I know.
And Dr. Pepper.
Actually, I haven't been drinking as much soda.
This girl has an open Dr. Pepper on her living room table. Don't let her fool you.
In every room of my house, I have an open, like, half-drank Dr. Pepper.
I actually kind of believe it.
There was one on the desk, and I already threw it away because I didn't want I didn't want you to judge.
I was gonna judge
Wait,
her.
but I do have, oh gosh, ASMR. I do have a little Dr. Pepper jelly beans on my desk. They're supposed to taste like Dr. Pepper, but I think it's so cute. I'm not gonna. Don't open it. Don't.
I want to see the fear in your eyes.
You can open it if you want. You can try one.
No, I don't.
We're taking a sip.
Should I? No, I don't want to do that if you...
Oh, thanks.
Okay. I'm like, wait, do you want me to? Because it's your show.
No. It is. It's the Shea show. The beep
That's
show.
That's what Shea said.
That's what Shea said.
That's what Shea said.
So, middle school.
Middle school.
Did you date in middle school? Did you have a boyfriend in middle
God,
school?
I
need to get closer to the mic.
Middle school
I think
and
you
high
had
school.
Several?
Yeah.
See, I refused to date in junior high. I thought that was the stupidest thing. No offense. Like, there was always
wanted
boyfriends.
Attention.
You were part of the... You wanted to be seen?
I wanted attention bad.
Aww.
Aww.
So you had multiple boyfriends? Like, at the same time or separately?
No. I was still Mormon. So
Oh.
that was...
Oh, okay.
We didn't do that. Unless you do that.
Okay, so multiple boyfriends.
Yes.
Wow.
Although middle school and like high school is like blurry, it is blurry for a lot of people.
It really is. I have a terrible... I feel like it all just kind of blurs into one just random little tiny memories.
I had a lot of crushes. It was like the friend
Same.
group was like obsessed with dating each other. It was weird.
That is weird.
It was weird. But
I never... I definitely had crushes and like we would flirt with each other, but I never wanted to actually have a boyfriend in junior high because I thought that was just stupid. Like I knew we were gonna stay together. Even in high school, it's kind of dumb to date, but you also start to kind of learn like how to handle.
I was not thinking with that part of my brain. No.
Boys.
I'm like,
Boys.
I love it.
I seriously remember, like it was just so. Finally getting to date the boy that I had a crush on for like 5 years, and then I was like, I asked him on the date, and then he's like, I'd love to, and I was like, okay.
Oh,
so I know, but
I had a crush every week.
Oh,
yeah.
Mine took me 5 years, but that's okay because it worked out. Well, no, it didn't actually. Anyway. Oh, I hope people are listening this far. It's only been 17 minutes.
That's a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Time's flying by. I don't know whether to, like, look at the screen. Like, I'm kind of talking to you on this part, and then, like, looking at you, but I'm not looking at the camera.
We can talk to each other. Okay. I know, I'm kind of looking over here, too. It doesn't matter. It's our first podcast, so...
Beep it.
But we definitely... I feel like we're too far from the mic. We need to talk up.
Hello.
Okay, next topic. Tell me about Mormonism. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Maybe we probably should not. Let's not go there.
We can, but for next time, you have to stay tuned.
Ooh, next time when we discuss Mormonism.
Oh, God. Part of me was just, like, had a flash, like, my bishop's gonna see this.
Can you read me the Book of Mormon, please?
I had never even finished it.
Oh, I was just kidding. I'm good, but thank you. I respect it. I just not.
Yeah. My dad tried to pay me to read the Book of Mormon.
He tried to pay you? How
I'll
much?
give you $20 if you finish it.
$20? How big is it?
It's not that big. It's just like, then Jeremiah went to Abraham and
he took the wagon.
He took the wagon.
Okay, I feel like honestly, I feel like Mormonism and Amish people are kind of related. Yeah,
for sure. Like they're Amish with technology.
Oh, do Mormons
is that what
not
you're
use
thinking?
Technology?
No, the Amish don't.
No, I know that, but like,
do you feel like that's what it is?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I don't know many Mormons. I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable of it very much.
I've blocked out a lot. But what I do remember.
I honestly, the only Mormons that I have met are no longer Mormon. If that
except for your crush.
Anything. No, he was not Mormon when we dated. He left the. Yeah. Sorry. It was a rough, I think, for them. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, next topic.
We're really good at this.
Christianity. Let's go. I'm just kidding.
I feel like that's also a cult.
No, we're not going there. I am Christian, by the way.
It's so good.
Join us. Join us, Rachel. I'm taking you to church tomorrow.
Oh God. My grandma, I saw her today. She's still Mormon, and she saw my tattoo.
Did she love it?
She's like, "Is that the symbol of the devil?" I'm like, "Grandma, no."
You said, "Yeah, we're cool. We're tight." You said, "Yeah, how do you know him?"
How do you know, Grandma? You party?
Oh, your poor grandma.
A
lot lot of older people just don't. I don't have any.
Programs told her, like, on the TV. She's like, oh, my programs tell me that it's that it's the devil.
Oh.
She's like,
what is she watching? Like Annabelle or freaking cult movies?
Grandma loves scary movies.
She does? Does she really?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I doubt it.
Grandma, if you see this, let us know.
Does your grandma watch scary movies? My grandma's in Texas. I haven't seen her in a couple years, actually.
Oh.
I don't think she likes scary movies, though. Or the devil. Please don't spit that out. Anyways.
Did you guys hear that?
Anyways, what were we just talking about?
I don't even know. We're not even done with one drink. We're just like...
I'm having a fun time. I hope you guys are having a fun time.
Oh my gosh. Skinny jeans, but colorful skinny jeans.
Okay.
Were the worst because I couldn't afford more skinny jeans. So I had like 3 pairs that I would wear over and over and over. And if they got dirty or stained, I just drew on them.
With a Sharpie?
Yeah.
Like the same color or like a black Sharpie?
No.
Like draw on them, which you turn the stain into like a little face or something.
No, not even like to cleverly cover it up. More just like, oh, we're just gonna.
Oh. Did that go along with the scene?
It did. They loved it. Draw my pants.
Well, I had every color under the rainbow. And you want to know the most...
Were you a scene kid at heart?
No.
Oh
well,
my
maybe.
gosh.
Maybe, but no. I was a goody two-shoes. I always have been a goody two-shoes.
You could see that.
I always worked really hard. And, like, I always had so much pressure on myself. And... Lies. I am.
Blasphemy.
Shoot, what was I saying? Okay, the most embarrassing thing that when I look back on junior high, most embarrassing thing, you know the colored Vans, like, you know, they make like orange colored Vans or yellow colored Vans or purple Vans. I used to wear different colors on each feet. Like if I was wearing a like tie-dye yellowish orangey shirt, I'd wear like my left shoe would be the yellow Van and my right shoe would be the orange Van. I wore different colored shoes.
Shit, I would have done that. Beep. I would have done that, but I only had 1 pair of shoes.
Oh.
No, it was
I thought you
dope.
were gonna say, but I only had like 1 shoe. So.
I could only afford 1 shoe. We had 7 children in the house.
You had to walk to school? Did you walk to school?
Partially.
Oh, I was joking. I'm sorry.
Oh. No, your girl needed it. She was chunky.
Oh my gosh.
She needed it. Burritos
How
were my
far away?
thing. It wasn't that far.
Oh, that's good.
No, it was good.
That's good.
My dad was very thoughtful, though. In high school, he would drive me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you get your license when you turned like 16?
No, I got my license when I moved out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I was late to the game.
I had to get my license like the day that I could. I got it on Valentine's Day when I was 16 years old. And then I remember driving back from the DMV and we pulled up into the driveway at my parents' house and it was like the middle of the school day and my mom was like, okay, go to school. And I was like,
that's awesome.
And you know what I did after school?
Chick-fil-A.
No, I didn't, but I should have.
Stupid.
I went through the drive-thru at Jack in the Box. And I remember...
She doesn't really love Chick-fil-A.
I do.
It's not funny, her Chick-fil-A. She's an imposter.
I have so many rewards on my Chick-fil-A app.
There are rewards?
Yes, for me. But I have so many rewards. I got my food for free today. That's how much I eat there.
No, she doesn't
Did
have
you
enough.
know?
Send her money.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't have rewards.
I don't.
We'll do a commercial. Ready?
Okay. What's the commercial? Oh. Here, please enjoy this commercial from Rachael while I drink. Into the mic, please, ma'am.
She doesn't have money for Chick-fil-A. Can you hear it?
Yes, when you speak into the mic, I can hear it.
It's whispering.
Into the mic. It can hear. Yes.
Sorry, I'm new.
Do an ad for Chick-fil-A, please.
Fund Carly's Chick-fil-A addiction. This is the ad. They're like streaming this.
I mean, out of all the things to fund, yeah, addiction to Chick-fil-A. Hi, I'm Carly, and I'm addicted to Chick-fil-A nuggets. That's where you say, hi, Carly.
Hi, Carly.
No, you gotta say
Many
like an AA
suffer
group.
like Carly.
Wait,
but you can help by funding more towards Chick-fil-A for Carly. If she eats enough, maybe, just maybe, she'll be fulfilled from Chick-fil-A.
No, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. The Chick-fil-A is one of my basic food groups.
And chicken, right?
It's between, yeah, like I live off chicken. It is literally between what I eat at work. That's like my main meals throughout my life right now are from work.
Not for long.
And then
not with
I
your subscription to Chick-fil-A for
Chick-fil-A.
Carly.
I should start a Chick-fil-A subscription. Okay, anyways, that was a good ad.
Thank
I
you.
feel like there should be
I will take royalties.
Wouldn't that be a really funny kind of skit to do, like a Chick-fil-A addiction group, like an AA, but like
Yeah.
it could be like NA, like Nuggets Association or Nuggets Addicts.
Don't steal our idea. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, back to junior high. But some girls would wear the peach colored skinny jeans, and it would look like they're not wearing jeans at all. It was very awkward.
Yeah.
Or the leggings. Leggings became huge in junior high.
Gosh, leggings. It's almost like, okay, so for a bit there, like, guys are like, oh yeah, leggings are so hot. But now it just is so normal that it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's still that
You think guys still think that?
Okay, my brother thinks that high-waisted pants are the ugliest things ever. He always gives me crap when I'm wearing high-waisted jeans, and he doesn't like...
Dana said the same thing.
I don't know why. I mean, I think, yeah, it makes your butt look kind of flatter, but I think also a lot of girls like them because it covers up your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're cute, and I don't care if anybody else thinks they're cute or not, but every time I'm around my brother, and he's like, those are the ugliest freaking jeans
He's
ever.
He's probably just jealous that he can't wear them. Is it the brother with the long hair?
No, he probably has those. I don't know. No, it's my other brother.
He's probably jealous.
Well, no, because then, like, even if his girlfriend wears the shorts, he gives her crap for them. He's like, those are ugly. That's just him.
Hey, you're rude.
Rude. Yeah, he is. But
rude,
in a
if you
funny
see
way.
this.
Okay, so next topic.
Okay. Hot topic. Ooh.
That was a scary store. I did not go in that store.
You didn't?
I was scared.
Oh, we loved Hot Topic.
I know you and your scene people, your emo kids.
I still have gone into Hot Topic recently. I'm just like, oh,
well,
those are cool anime shirts.
I like it now because I'm into more like kind of pop culture type stuff. Like they have a lot of office stuff.
That's very true.
And I like it now, but in junior high I wasn't into like any of that stuff. Like I was very plain Jane.
She was very Christian.
No, I didn't even grow up in a Christian household. I'm gonna knock you out, Mormon. Says the Mormon. Flash it. No, I went to church for like the first time in junior high, and I took myself.
Really?
Yeah, like I was in a group of friends. A lot of my like band friends in junior high, they all went to a church in town. And then, like, before school, they'd have, like, a prayer circle to just, like, start the day off with a prayer or something like that.
Chanting circle?
No. A prayer circle. Chanting was for the scene kids, okay? You want to...
Just like My Chemical Romance.
Oh, gosh.
My Chemical
You guys
Romance.
are just walking around chanting
Black
lyrics.
Parade.
Oh. Anyways, no, I really liked hanging out with all of them, and they were like, Carly, you should come with us.
Aww.
And that, I made my first, like, I felt like I finally fit in somewhere. Like, I had friends.
Aww.
I would go to the youth group every Sunday night.
Yeah.
Like, we'd play games. We'd talk about, you know, like, Christianity and stuff. I loved it. I had such a good time.
Yeah, church could be good for that.
And yeah, like, it was a social place, and I also liked it spiritually, and I still do. I feel like I wouldn't have gotten through a lot of things without my religion and God and stuff like that. So, yeah, but I loved it in junior high. Like, and I didn't grow up in a religious home at all. I'm the only person religious in my family.
Really?
So that I know of. I mean, which is fine.
You're saved.
Saved.
The rest of them aren't going to hell.
Jesus. I didn't mean to say it like that.
This podcast is sponsored by Jesus.
Yes. If you listen to it, you're saved. Oh gosh, I don't think I should say that.
I like it.
Have another drink. Let's clink. much have you drank?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Way more than me. I've only had a couple sips, but I feel like I've been talking a lot more.
I like it.
It happens. I feel more comfortable, I think, on camera for obvious reasons than...
No, you talk all the time.
I don't talk very much.
She just doesn't stop talking.
I do not talk very much. Usually people have to, like, force me to talk, and I'm quiet. Oh my gosh.
I just BSing.
I'm kind of contradicting myself, though, because I'm literally...
What is it called?
You know what? You lead the podcast from now on. I'll be quiet.
Goading?
Gaslighting?
Gaslighting.
Okay. Go ahead. Explain gaslighting to our listeners.
Gaslighting is when you poke at the bear and the bear snaps at you and you laugh.
Or you make the bear feel bad for snapping at you.
Aww.
Right? No, like officially gaslighting is when somebody makes you feel like you're crazy for having feelings about them or something like that.
Maybe I'm thinking of negging?
I don't know what that is.
No, negging is like when you're like, oh, you're so ugly, come sleep with me in my...
I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay,
I'm
back
trying
to
make
gaslighting.
it, like, friendly, but
That was the scariest friendly thing I've ever heard.
Awkward.
That was... We're gonna have to cut that part. Anyways, back to gaslighting. No, gaslighting is when, like, that's like if you were to come tell me, like, hey, you did this and it really hurt my feelings, and then I'm like, you're way overreacting, you're wrong. Like, kind of making somebody think that they're crazy or making them doubt their feelings.
Maybe there's a different... There are different forms of gaslighting.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there are.
That gaslighting sucks.
Yeah,
That's
I'm sure all
effed
of them do. Yeah, but see, we go from funny to serious real quick.
This is her life.
If you're a gaslighter, you better stop.
Yeah, you stop it. We'll light
I feel like
you
I
on
haven't
fire.
looked at the camera at all, but oh well.
I know.
Anyways, okay, pick our next topic. Go ahead. Are you trying on? Okay, they're supposed to be Napoleon Dynamite glasses, but they kind of remind me of Jeffrey Dahmer. Ooh, speaking of, for the next podcast, stay tuned because we're gonna start talking about crimes like murders and stuff.
Silent but deadly.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you need no, you're being cut off. How do you think the first?
Don't cut me off.
Oh my. I love. Okay, I'm gonna.
I know we're like filming this, but I feel like we're just like hanging out. So
Well, that is what it is. We're just hanging out. You want to know?
Weird.
You want to know cringy, funny things that servers say all the time to people? Like,
yes,
those.
Please.
Or like just awkward situations. So like I always joke with my customers if they like do something, like if they spill something or drop a napkin, I'm like, you're cut off, like every time as a joke, and they're like, oh, they think it's hilarious.
Aww.
Like it's usually the older people. I'm like, hey, you're cut off, and they just think it's hilarious. It's so funny. What's another one? Oh gosh, there's so many things that customers say to like servers that are just like like it's not funny, but you have to like laugh.
I know.
It's customer service. Oh gosh, there's so many.
I wish I had written down so many. There was one time that
tell me about crazy times as a barista, or tell me about the memorable situations.
There are a few that stand out.
Okay, tell me.
So at one coffee shop, there was a man who I think he might have been homeless. I couldn't tell, but he appeared homeless.
Okay.
And so he was coming in his wheelchair, and he was trying to like get behind the counter. I was like, dude, like you can't do this.
You can't sit with us.
Please, no.
That's gonna be a new merch
he
shirt.
ran over my foot.
He said, "Fine."
Yeah,
Did he do it on purpose?
Yeah. Yeah, he really wanted to get back there.
He ran over your
Yeah, he was a
foot?
jerk. And my
Did
brother
you
actually.
kick him? You should have kicked him.
No, my brother was outside, and my friend, who was also a barista with me, ran out and got my brother. And my brother came and like yanked his chair. He's like, "We're going outside."
Oh my gosh! You could have just like locked his wheel up, and then maybe he could.
People said that, but I was afraid to get too close to him. He had very long nails.
Oh gosh. Well, at that point, it would be like battery or.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
But also, I don't want to mess with that. So it's okay that he ran over my foot.
Wow. I remember working at I remember working at a coffee shop one time.
You literally said like 10 times. Okay.
I know. I remember working at a coffee shop one time, and there was a coworker there who was having I like how you're like you know what I'm gonna say. You don't know what I'm gonna say at all.
I understand why you were saying Smith.
Yeah, there was a coworker there who was having like domestic problems, and their baby daddy or a gentleman, he was not allowed in the location anymore. He had been like 86, like do not come here. I didn't know what he looked like, and she was in the back. He came in, and he handed me this note. I had no idea who he was, and he just walks in. He goes, "Hey, can you give this to so-and-so?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." And then he just kind of like stood there for a few minutes, and I walked away, and another coworker immediately knew who he was and became very defensive, like quite quickly, and walked up to him and was like, "Hey, you need to, you know you're not supposed to be here, get out." And then I was still holding the note, and I was just like, I kind of wanted to read it, but I didn't.
Good resistance.
Yeah, like, but I just did want to be like,
What is happening?
What's this say? Oh, okay. So yeah, so that was pretty much the end of that story. Like, it was kind of intense. Like, it's just weird. And then she got freaked out that he was there. Like, it was I felt bad for her. But another situation. Okay, did you ever watch Pretty Little Liars?
I did not. I was too good for it.
Okay, well, there's a really cute character on there, a guy, and what was his? Oh, I can't remember his character's name, but he's an actor. And he came into Cafe Smitten. He's a pretty famous actor.
I remember that.
Okay, his name is Keegan Allen. And he played, I think it was Toby. I think his character's name was Toby. I always had such a big crush on him because it was all during junior high and, like, high school that I watched Pretty Little Liars. It was going on. Like, I grew up watching Pretty Little Liars and this guy. And I'd always had a big crush on him. And I'm, like, freaking wiping down the counter. And I look up, and he's at the cash register. And I was like... He is one of those guys that looks just as good off camera as he does on camera. And I was like, but I played it cool. Like, I wasn't going to go up and bug him. He was actually asking, like, I was like, why the heck is someone like him here? Like, he pulled up in, like, a fancy new Tesla. Yeah, okay. Because he came here just for our coffee shop.
I mean, okay, Bakersfield. Am I allowed to say it?
Yeah, that's fine.
The place we live is, like, the hub of Central California.
Yeah, we're in pretty central Southern California.
So one nice coffee shop in town.
Well, there's a lot of Starbucks, but I mean, okay, my bad. She hates Starbucks.
Oh my gosh, I worked there, and
I feel like every barista has worked at Starbucks at least once in their life.
And we know why it's so crappy.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm always super nice to them.
You're on the other hand, where it's like, oh, I'm getting all the additives and the things that make me addicted to it. We were pumping it.
True. I don't get that much, though. I'm pretty simple. I just ask for, like, caramel drizzle, and that's good. Good enough for me. But I make it all myself now at home. I got all the stuff to just make it so that you guys don't have to anymore. And you don't get paid. I'm just kidding.
I'm looking for a sugar daddy.
Oh my gosh.
DM me.
That was Rachael, by the way, for those who are just listening. Anyways, back to my cute actor.
Lying.
So I was trying to be cool with him. Like, I wasn't gonna be like, oh my gosh, I watched you. I grew up. I wasn't trying to drool or anything, but he was asking about, like, cool places to do, like, photography in town, because he's actually a photographer more than like an actor. Like,
I didn't know this
photography. He's a really great photographer, and I literally had followed him on Instagram, like, prior to even seeing him. And I, like, kind of, being the photographer I am, I kind of, like, popped in there. I was like, oh, you're looking for places to shoot? And then I told him a bunch of places. I was like, oh, I'm a photographer, too. I like to shoot here, and here. And we just had a conversation, and then he walked away.
But then he walked back, and they fell in love.
And then he was like, you want to take a ride in my Tesla? Because he did drive up in a Tesla. And I was like, nah, I got to work, so...
Did he say that?
No.
Oh.
No.
You got me.
If he had, I probably would have walked out, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I think we all would have been
okay.
Like...
He was really handsome. If he ever sees this, I am a photographer. I didn't lie about that.
She's looking for a sugar daddy. If it's a
I
specific
am
guy
not.
with the Tesla.
Oh my gosh, I just want Chick-fil-A.
What's his name? Keegan?
Keegan. I think it's a cool name.
I knew a Keegan. He was cool.
I don't know any other.
I only know one.
How many Carlys do you know?
I mean, I think I have a cousin named Carly.
You think?
Man, I'm a terrible cousin.
Yeah. Ugh.
My family's weird.
How many Carlys do you know?
Dude, that stand out? One.
Heck yeah, your cousin. I know a couple Rachels. I think I only know about 2.
How do they spell their name though?
Hers is with an EL.
See, we separate ourselves very drastically.
Yes. Well, so do Carly's. I mean, there's CARLY, CARLI, which is just absolutely weird. That's like abstract, but in word form.
I look at your name, I'm just like, yours is with an E.
Yeah, and then mine's CARLIE. But no, she spells hers normally RACHEL, and then yours is RACHAEL.
A little extra.
That's okay. Let's just we need to talk about these new, like, 2017 to current baby names. Like
Xanthan Gum?
Somebody recently named their kid Jupiter.
That's cute for a dog.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many names, like Mackley Lynn and...
Oh, there's a name, but I don't want to say it because I know people who have used it. I'm just like,
Well, I can say it whispered.
Don't use it.
What?
No.
I didn't hear it at all. I had my headphones.
I said, don't use it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, they're just like coming up with these. It's almost like they're like, hey, let's see how many letters of the alphabet we can fit into one word, or they'll like try to spell it so randomly that
like Grimes and what's his name?
Who's Grimes?
Grimes. Oh, you know Grimes?
I don't know Grimes.
Oh, you should probably react to her videos.
Oh, what is she? She's just a YouTuber or what?
No, like she's a Canadian artist. But
okay.
She's really cool.
Grimes. Okay. We'll have to react to that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then her husband is the Tesla guy. I don't know why I can't remember his name right now.
You're talking about Elon Musk?
Yeah. I don't know why I forgot his name. I'm really
How did we jump from talking about
because
names to
their baby has the longest
that's fair.
name
it's
that
like
does not make sense.
It's like X squared, a letter, alphabet, sigma. Yeah. Did you know he has twin kids as well? He's got 2 twin.
He just doesn't love them as much. He doesn't show them. He's like, you're not the son of Grimes.
Still work in the Tesla factory.
You're not gonna make me money.
I didn't know that she was an artist.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. I enjoy her music.
That's cool. I'll have to check her out. That and I follow that. Is she Swedish? Iona Lee? Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Iona Lee? How would you explain her music? Is she pop? Is she...
I don't know. She's like a
Swedish,
witch.
Though?
Yeah.
She is like a human witch, but in a good way. She's very whimsical. Her videos are beautiful.
And like,
I need to react to her.
Synthy.
Right.
And if you don't love her, it's
like
okay.
ABBA, like a dark ABBA.
How dare you? No.
Isn't ABBA Swedish too?
I don't know.
I love ABBA.
There's like one song by ABBA that I like.
Which one?
Don't go wasting your
Or what about Enya? Have you heard Enya?
No.
Oh my gosh. Enya is so good. Enya's Swedish. Everybody's Swedish in my book.
I want to go to Sweden so bad.
I want to go to Ireland. I think we should go because we're both super Irish.
I'd be down.
I have a lot of freckles. You just can't really see.
Ooh, me too.
I know you do. I love freckles. Did you know?
Can they see this far? Probably.
Yeah. Did you know? Isn't it funny how like back then, like in junior high, like girls were so embarrassed to have freckles, and now there are girls that are like trying to paint on their freckles. It's
but you loser.
The times have changed.
My niece today said that. I was like, "Oh, you're starting to get freckles. Heck yeah!" And she's just like, I read something today that said that freckles are caused by stress. I'm like, oh, I'm so stressed out that she's like 10 years old.
You're like, oh.
I was like, oh.
You're like covered. Oh. I would have way more freckles if it was caused by stress. I would just be all
It
freckles.
kind of looks like a skin condition, but I like it.
I don't think so. It looks like freckles. I don't know. I like them. I think they're cool.
Just looks like I got splayed.
Splayed?
Splayed. Like I got sprayed by bleach, and it just like
oh my
left
gosh, no. Or like just little henna dots everywhere. But that's what girls do. They do like henna.
Oh, I love.
You've done henna. The first time we hung out, you did henna on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool.
Henna is cool.
That was.
The lady. The lady. She's a family friend. Her name is Gutia. But she was awesome. But like, I think she's the one that showed us henna, and she was so sweet. She still reacts to some of my photos on Instagram. It's the sweetest thing.
That's cool.
She called us Play-Doh babies because we were so chunky.
Play-Doh babies. That needs to be a shirt. I'm sorry, I have to sell that now.
Do it.
I'm a Play-Doh.
Do you want a picture of my brother as a baby? Because like he was like.
Was he just like a Michelin man? Like.
Yeah.
Just like tires, like just.
Yeah, with like red hair.
Oh, okay. So I have a serious question.
Okay.
Growing up with red hair, did you face hardships from that?
Hardships? I mean, I definitely got teased.
Really?
But like,
I just don't understand that.
But everybody gets teased, no matter what.
Everybody gets teased about everything.
Like, I could tease you about having blonde hair. Oh, you're stupid.
Why would you say that?
She's offended. I mean, yeah.
You can't say with me.
But also, people are like, "Ooh, that's cool. That's unique."
Oh, that's nice. I love red hair. I think it's so pretty. I've heard like only like 3% of the world's population have red hair. Like naturally red hair.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People try to be us. I'm pretty sure that redheads aren't supposed to be on this planet.
Why?
Because like we are so sensitive to so many different foods, to the sun.
You think it's just like natural selection? Like you're just all gonna eventually.
I don't think we were supposed to be conspiracy time.
Ooh.
I think we, like, if aliens are real.
Okay, now let's get into aliens.
I think we're, like...
You think you were, like, just a separate species of aliens?
Yeah, I think we, like, came from somewhere else.
Podcast. If this doesn't do well, I'm gonna be... I'm just gonna make them for us, and then when I need background noise, I'm just gonna play us. So, Carly, I hope you're doing your dishes.
Do your dishes, Carly. Get those Coke bottles, Dr. Pepper bottles out of here.
They're like kind of a decoration in my house now, to be honest.
We can make
Maybe
like
I should save all of them. Wow, great minds. I think it would be really okay. I almost bought this like I'm following this girl on Instagram, and she was having a yard sale, and she posted a photo of this vintage Dr. Pepper refrigerator, and it was like for sodas. It was a soda like vending machine.
Oh, cool.
But it was like vintage, and it had like a big Dr. Pepper sign on it. I wanted to buy it so bad and just stock it up with Dr. Pepper. It was like $300.
That's actually not bad.
I know, which is why I almost bought it. But I don't.
$300.
No, stop trying to get people to send me money.
You love it.
But I just don't have the room for it, and it just wasn't a necessary like purchase. Like maybe one day if you know I have a.
You get a Dr. Pepper machine in the mail.
Oh my. I have a P.O. box. Can they send that to a P.O. box?
We're gonna find out.
That would be so cool. But no, it was so cool. I was this close to buying it. Like, I was like, where can I put that? But it just wasn't the right time.
Bathroom? Where else?
I can't even fit in my bathroom. My bathroom can't even fit in my bathroom. I can't wait to move. I did not have hot water in my apartment for up to 10 days. 10 days. I had to go over to my parents' house and take a shower. And that was just absolutely beyond frustrating, because it got to a point where she was like, well, you know, or the office manager at my apartment complex, she was like, well, you know, we've already sent out plumbers and they tested it, and you know, she didn't physically say this, but she basically said, like, I've done everything that I physically can do, and I don't know what to do next. So she was like, I'm gonna try to do more stuff, but I honestly don't know what to do next. And it's not her fault. Like, I wasn't mad at her, but at the same time, like, you better be on this, because we were almost to a point where we were gonna have to call the health department, because I could not wash my dishes, I couldn't wash my dogs, I could not take showers or wash my hands in my apartment.
Did they figure out what was wrong?
She called me back. It had been like 10 days since I had hot water. I finally got it. She called me to check in on me, and I was like, by the way, like, what did you guys do differently? Like, what was the problem? And I don't know if she told me the truth or if she didn't want to tell me, like, if one of the water heaters was messed up, because I told her many times. Even the plumber told me all 3 of our water heaters went bad. And she was like, oh, he didn't tell me that. So she had said, when I asked her what they did to fix it, she was like, oh, well, you know, we brought out a different plumber and he was able to fix it. So that's all the information I got.
I guess that's all you need to know.
That's all I need. As long as it's working, I don't care. But, yeah, so I'm excited to move eventually out
There's
of here.
an opening at my place.
You have a studio.
It's dope.
Oh, I thought you meant in your apartment. I thought you meant you wanted me to move
We can get
into
a bunk
your
bed.
studio
You don't like
with
the bunk
you
bed
and
with
your
the
boyfriend.
Yeah, and your 2
that
dogs.
could be fun.
The bunk beds that are larger on the
We'd
bottom.
have so
with
much
the
room for
smaller-
activities. You actually do have a nice studio apartment.
Thank you. We try to make it nice.
My parents visited Long Beach this past weekend, and they texted me, like, you need to move here. Like, we're all gonna move here, because they just loved it. And so I was like, well, isn't it, like, super expensive? And honestly, they looked at rent, and I even looked at the rent, and it's not much more than here, and it's pretty close to the beach. So I'm like, maybe I need to make a little move over to Long Beach.
Why not?
I know, at this point, I mean, I can do YouTube and serving anywhere, and why not enjoy a new change? But I'm gonna be honest, I would be pretty scared moving to a place. I don't know anybody. I don't know anything there.
How far is Long Beach from here? Like 6 hours?
No, like, let's find out.
I don't go to the beach.
I think it's
if
only
you guys
like,
can't tell.
I'm pretty sure it's only like 2 hours. It's like, hang on, let's see. Google Maps, Long Beach. Yeah, 2 hours, 1 minute.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, so I mean, and I feel like I make friends pretty easily. So
Yeah,
if I got
just
like
say
a
that
serving
you like
job
their skin, and they'll be like, "Oh, you'll love them
that's
forever."
true. I feel like that was such a weird way to. I don't know.
In like hindsight, it's like, I like your skin. What do you do?
I bought you some lotion. Put
the lotion in the basket.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
It worked on me.
That's true. That's how I make friends. I just
I
feel
like
like,
it.
hey, what's your skincare? But yeah,
But she didn't ask that. She asked you really creepy.
Yeah, no, I didn't. You were flattered.
I was, but I'm flattered by many things.
Well, you're welcome. I don't know. So yeah, so maybe Long Beach one day. I just feel like I'm ready to move out of Bakersfield. Like, I've been here my whole life, and I feel like there's a lot. There's a lot out there for me, and you know, nothing's really keeping me here anymore. So I mean, why not go somewhere that I can have a lot of fun? And I feel like if I found a bomb serving job in Long Beach, like, you'd make some bank there. And yeah,
disc golf by the ocean.
Heck yeah, that'd be dope.
Fun to move to Long Beach.
Stop trying. Don't send me money, Rachel. You're gonna get me in trouble.
You can send me money.
No, just send it to me. Don't send it to Rachel.
She secretly wants it, but has to be like,
everybody.
Oh,
I mean, everybody
don't
wants
send
money,
me money.
But I'm not gonna ask people to send me money.
That's why I'm here.
Oh, okay. Rachel can be my
Fund her
alter
trip.
ego. I kind of want to go to Hawaii. I mean,
Fund our trip.
send us to Hawaii. We'll make a podcast on the beach in Hawaii.
I won't wear sunscreen. If you order me a ticket, I will do this for you.
Do what?
Not wear sunscreen.
What does that do?
If it buys my ticket to Hawaii,
But why would that benefit them?
I don't know. People like to see people burn.
That's true. I do like it when they like touch their skin and then they remove it and
Send
it's just
you my
like
skin.
white.
Ugh.
Oh. Usually start with hair, but that just took a weird turn. Oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, my other friend, you know, my friend Alaska.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll be on the podcast one day with us, I'm sure. But no, like, I met her, and then a month later we went to Hawaii together.
Yeah. So, if y'all wanna...
Stop. Would you stop asking my
I wanna go to
stuff
Hawaii.
fun? Hawaii was great. We stayed on Maui, and then next time I think I want to go to, like, Oahu, because I've heard that one's equally beautiful.
I just want to swim in the ocean with, like,
It's
a sea
amazing.
turtle.
We did that.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Like, you could literally just sit there and just, like, bob in the ocean. And
Yeah.
But we almost died, too. Like,
Why?
So there's this beach that we went to. We stayed in a hostel, and they took us on free tours every day. It was the coolest thing. I would recommend staying in a hostel any day. And I'm not a very, like, I don't like to share my space with people. And
Right.
our roommates were from Brazil, France. We met people from all over the world. Very cool experience. Anyways, they would take us on these free tours every day, and we went to this one place, and it's called Big Beach and Little Beach. Well, Big Beach had insane monstrous waves. The lifeguards would not let people in the water. It was like you would die if you went in this water.
Whoa.
So we all hiked over to Little Beach, which is like you kind of have to hike up around these rocks and then you go back down. Like it's totally blocked off. You can't see the beach from the other beach. It is a nude beach, which was a very interesting, fun time because when you're in the water, you just, if you're underwater or whatever and then you pop up, you don't know who you're gonna run into. Like,
oh no.
and that happened to Alaska. She ended up quite close to an older gentleman from the nude beach, and her eyes were like bleeding because she was just like, Carly. Yeah, that was also an experience. But anyways, the part where we almost died was we were in the water, and since that beach was so close to Big Beach, there were still gigantic waves. And there was this one wave, we were talking to each other, and this one giant wave just came out of nowhere and took us both under. And I remember tumbling, like I hit my face on the sand. And I was underwater for quite a while, and I remember thinking, I was like, okay, this is how I die. Like, I'm gonna drown here, and I died in freaking Hawaii. Like, I drowned here.
Did she ever come back?
No.
This is actually Carly.
This actually happened. No. And the same thing happened to Alaska, but I popped up first, and I started looking around for her, and I could not find her for a good 10 seconds, and I was like, oh my gosh. No, she was stuck under the water though. And finally she popped up, and I could tell she was like terrified because we both totally just almost did not make it. And I'm not exaggerating. Wow. We were drowning. Like we were both choking up water. But it was crazy because one of the girls that we met at the hostel, right before she came to the hostel, she was at another beach in California, and they were from like Argentina or something, some like very foreign country. And she had hit her face on the sand so hard, it had like burst all the vessels in her face. Her face looked like she'd been like hit by a truck or something. Like it was insane. So I thought that's what was going to happen to me because I slammed hard against the sand. But we were fine.
Wow.
Yeah. So other than that, it was fantastic.
Ooh, maybe don't fund my trip to Hawaii.
And then, oh my gosh, okay, last thing about Hawaii, this hilarious thing happened. So, my best friend who went with me, Alaska, we were in this beach called Lahaina, and we were sitting along this kind of like shoreline watching the sunset, and this guy walks up and he sits there, and he's probably like, Alaska's 20 years old, she was probably like 18 at the time. He was definitely like older 20s, maybe early 30s. Like he was older. And he sits next to her, like, you know, kind of close to her. We didn't know who he was. And he starts kind of like talking to her like, oh, it's a nice sunset, huh? And she's very friendly. So she was like, yeah, it's nice. It's really pretty. And I'm over here like knowing that he's trying to flirt with her. So I'm like over here laughing. And oh my gosh, I need like water or something. My throat is, I don't talk this much. My throat hurts. That cider is not water. Hang on. Let me take a sip. Clink.
Oh.
Come on, clink me. Oh my god, you are going to break that. Thanks. That helped a little bit. So I'm over there laughing because I know that she's totally awkwarded out. But he's over here trying to flirt with her, and he's like, so are you visiting? And, you know, talking in small talk like that. He's like, oh, well, you know, like, I have a truck.
Okay.
And he just stopped there. He didn't say anything. Like, I have a truck if you want to, like, I can show you places. He stopped there. He was like, oh, well, I have a truck. And she was like, oh, okay. And then that's when he was like, yeah, so, like, I can take you to, like, all the, you know, local spots and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, well, I gotta stay with my group. Like, we're getting ready to head back. So she gave him her Instagram. And I was like, Alaska, why did you do that? Like, you did not need to give him your information. She's like, I just felt panicked. Like, I didn't know what to do.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, I've been there too. So, like, I understood. So we were I was giving her a hard time about it the whole time. I was like, he lives in Hawaii. He could have been your future husband. Like, you could have moved to Hawaii as a joke, like, teasing her. And, you're playing footsies with me? So then he disappeared. So we're now, it's like 2 days later, and she, like, blocked him, I think, or he messaged her trying to, like, ask her out and stuff. She read it, left him on read, and then, like, blocked him.
Oh, God.
So it's 2 days later, and we're on a completely different beach, not even in the same area. We weren't in Lahaina at all. And we're on this kind of, like, private little beach. There's, like, some houses that are right up to the beach, but it's still a public area. So our little group is swimming. And here he comes walking out of this house that's right on the beach. Like, probably $1 million house. He walks out.
Oh, shoot.
And she just got out of the water, and she was, like, looking in her bag, just totally oblivious that he was walking right up to her, and I'm sitting there just watching it all happen. I knew, like, I was waiting to see the look on her face when she looked up to see him right there.
Was he cute?
No. He was, no. And he was way too old for her. She was, like, an 18-year-old, like.
And he was, like, 30?
At least, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there just waiting for this to play out. And I was like, Alaska. And she, like, finally looks up, and her face just dropped. She was just like, and he walks up, and he's like, hey, what are the odds? And I just start, I had tears running down my face. I thought it was the funniest thing. Because our whole group, the whole time, like, after the first meeting with him, we were teasing her, saying she had, like, a Hawaii boyfriend or Hawaii hubby. And that she should have married him so we'd all have a place to come visit. Stuff like that. Like, we were teasing her. And, oh my gosh, her face just dropped. Like, I remember later on she was telling me, like, my heart was beating so fast. I can't believe he was there. And it was just a really awkward situation. Like, I basically walked up and saved her. I was like, hey, like, we gotta go. Come on. Like, yeah. So, your turn to talk. My throat is dry. You're up. That's a country. Wow, cue the awkward silence, friend.
I don't know what to talk about.
It kind of looks like you're not wearing your shirt.
Hey.
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, send me money.
Would you oh my gosh.
I just think it's so funny, like...
Watch my Venmo blow up tonight.
You better push me some of that.
I'll send it to you.
But no, I just like to gaslight you. It's the best.
That's not gaslighting.
It is, because you're just like, ah!
No, if you were making me feel bad for feeling blah.
There has to be a type of gaslighting that is like...
No, that's just being a jerk. Just kidding. But I mean, hey, we talked for an hour. It's been an hour. I knew we were going to do that because we just have the best conversations. So how do you feel about your first podcast experience?
Good. It's just like hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, and that's hopefully what people feel when they're listening and watching.
Yeah.
That we're just two gals hanging out drinking strawberry cider.
Extremely weird gals.
Hey, that's entertaining.
I keep looking at us instead of the camera.
We talked about so many different topics for our first podcast.
You're welcome.
I don't even know what to title this.
Number 1.
Okay, thank you. I didn't realize. No, like a little subcategory, like middle, like just to give them an idea of what we talked about. Middle school, aliens, redheads. There we go.
That's my life.
That's it. Well, I think it's been a fantastic podcast.
I do as well.
I'm so excited. I hope nobody watch this.
That's fine.
It is.
You don't need to know how weird I am.
Well, that's the fun part.
She's weird too.
They already know that.
That's probably true.
They already know that. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't. We just got to 36,000 subscribers for the channel.
Wow.
I know. Is
that's
that
a
what?
lot?
That's almost.
Oh.
That's almost filling up Dodger Stadium. Dodger Stadium can fit like
once.
Huh?
There has to be somebody who's gonna fund our trip. Watch us go to Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, Rachel's trying to get us to Hawaii, guys. I'm not a part of that, but you can ask for money. That's fine. I'm not.
I will start.
That's what Shea said.
That's what Shea said.
You have to say it like Michael Scott. That's what Shea said.
That's what Shea said.
There you go. Ooh, say that 5 times fast.
I can't. I'm not gonna
No,
try.
please don't.
All right.
Cool. Well, first podcast. We did it. I'm so excited. I can't wait for the next one.
Just flap.
Just like, I don't know. So are we gonna do these like once a week?
Weekly,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah. So weekly podcast.
Different cider each time.
Ooh, that would be cool. So if you enjoyed today's podcast, the very first one, which how could you not, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment at your favorite part or your least favorite part, which probably, we're gonna get so many dislikes on this video.
She said money a lot.
She's
a
money hungry. But yeah, so make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if this is your first time watching. Thanks for clicking on this video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the first podcast. It looks awesome. I'm so excited. We need to take I'm gonna take a screenshot. This is going on the channel or on my Instagram.
We're like slightly
thumbnail. She's not wearing a top. All right, I think we're gonna end it. Thank you for doing this podcast with me, Fred.
Pleasure.
It's so I'm having so much fun. I think people will enjoy it, or maybe
I enjoyed
not.
it.
Maybe I don't care if we enjoyed it.
That's all that matters.
This is our everyday talk.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. It's about time somebody started recording it. Maybe not. Okay, for first and last podcast. All right, well, thank you guys for listening to That's What Shea Said. And Rachel. That's what Shea and Rachel said. That's it.
Okay.
We're out. First
All
podcast
right.
out.
Barrel roll out.
Let's clink to it.
Oh.
Clink. Roll back in. Oh my,
Oh!
you are gonna break this. All right, that's it. Bye, guys.